Today, I'm sharing a foolproof recipe for a rich, velvety egg yolk custard that's perfect for a dessert and you wouldn't even realize it's carnivore. With just a handful of ingredients, you'll have a dessert that feels fancy and is ready in no time. Plus, you can have it either warm and cozy or cool, which makes it feel like two different desserts. And if I'm honest, this homemade custard has quickly become my new favorite dessert. Hello my friend, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Severine, and on this channel, I share my favorite keto carnivore recipes because I believe an animal-based diet can be easy, incredibly delicious, and deeply satisfying. But for now, let's get started. These ingredients are perfectly portioned for 2 ramekins. I like to keep my dessert pre-portioned because no matter the diet, it's so easy to go overboard with something so delicious, and that's what we're trying to avoid here. As always, using organic ingredients is ideal, if you have access to them, obviously. Here we have 8 egg yolks, 1 cup of double cream, which is heavy cream, 30 grams of butter, which is the equivalent of 2 tablespoons. We'll also need 2 teaspoons of honey, but that's optional, so you can use the sweetener of your choice, obviously. And I like to add a pinch of salt because that's just enhances the flavor. In the mixing bowl, let's whisk the egg yolks until smooth and slightly frothy. Now is the time to add honey or the sweetener of your choice. And mix well. And we are done with the whisker. Pour the double cream in a small saucepan. Gently heat this heavy cream over low heat until it's warm but not boiling. And to make sure that it's heating nicely, we're just going to make the temperature of this cream even. Of course, if the cream is at room temperature, it's much easier and quicker. Turn quite a lot just to make sure that you're not cooking the cream. I really like to use a wooden spoon because I like what's natural. You use the back of the spoon, you touch it with your finger, and if it's warm, that makes sense, yeah, it's warm. Otherwise, in the corner, you can see some small bubbles, but make sure you do not burn. Once it's warm, what we're going to do is mix together the eggs with this cream. Gently pour a little bit of cream, just a tiny bit, and then mix well, because we don't want the eggs to cook. Oops, that's much better if I hold the bowl. Good. And then a tiny bit more. As you can see, I'm really careful. I don't want to mess it up. Repeat this process until basically the cream is completely mixed with these egg yolks. These can take a few minutes, but it's really worth making sure that it's done properly. Yeah. Last portion. So now that it's really well mixed, put it back in the saucepan. Turn on the heat. We want it to low. And we are going to keep turning this custard to thicken. We'll know that it's ready when we're looking at the back of the spoon and it's much thicker. We must not boil. Again, it's a game of patience. And if I'm really honest, I used not to be able to do this kind of desserts because I'm not patient at all. So it's quite liquid. We're starting to get a bit of a nice texture. Make sure that keep turning and turning and turning. Okay, we are getting there. The way you know that is that on the back you can see it's much thicker. It does align. For me, this is ready. Turn off the heat. Continue to turn.
very important because the saucepan is still really hot. And what we're going to do now is add the butter. It's optional, but honestly, it's just so much better with the butter. And I'm also going to add a pinch of salt because I like this contrast of flavors of sweet and salty. And again, I will mix until it's completely melted, which won't take long. So it's all nice, and you can see that it's a thick consistency. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. Next steps, pour this custard into ramekin. And we are ready to eat. Personally, I prefer when they're just like that, warm, so straight out of the saucepan, but I've tried it also another time where I left it in the fridge and it's also really nice. So it's about your preference.
And there you have it. If you give this recipe a try, let me know in the comments below how it turns out. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more delicious recipes like this one. Actually, if you like this one, you may be interested in this recipe or that recipe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy cooking! Bye now!